working on the government sector like that. So no one is asking about that. Only the thing is they're focusing on the subject knowledge, the skill set you have. That is the main thing. If we have the skill set, then immediately they are going to be picking you. I already said that the job description, right? So they are giving some roles. This is the job description. Okay, the HR in our company. I'm looking for this 4+ years of experience person. So sound knowledge on Selenium with Java. This is how they posted the requirement. If you have this skill set, the job description, if it is fulfilled your resume, the HR will looking into your resume. So based on this, right, they will make a call and they're providing it. So we are looking for this, the automation person who are having this. So your profile will match with this job description. So if you want to change the job or if you want to switch the job, you can simply say that, yes, I want to switch it. Then they will schedule the interview. So then we will plan an interview. They will collect your details. So when are you going to plan it like that? So here we have to understand like this. So when you are going to be relieved from your company, the previous company, we need to provide all the details. Okay, like see what is the date. So whenever we are placing a resume in the Naukri Monster, we can say like this, the notice period like 15 days. It's almost like your immediate joiner. If you're like immediate joiner, they will pick you. So one more person providing this notice period like 2 months for the employees like who are working like a permanent employees. For those people having the notice period, like some people will say like that. So we are in a bench. My project is completed. So now I'm not working with any project. I'm simply sitting in this bench. So daily going to office and coming to home. So they will provide this 2 months notice period. Within these 2 months, you have to looking for the job change. Now we are placing a resume, then they will call that. So you have to provide all these details. So if you say like within 15 days, I can join it, I'm in surviving notice period like that. So then they will immediately, they're going to be try to schedule a call and they're going to be picking it. Even if we have this 2 months also, like you are getting the calls, like if this person is getting 20 calls in a day, if you are provided 2 months, like you are getting 5 calls in a day like that. So the interview calls, okay, that is the difference. So here we have to focus on that. Now, you are right. Any confusion, any queries, you can ask. So there are some tricks as well while you are placing a resume. One person will put 2 resumes. So one is with surname and another one is like without surname, 2 mail IDs and phone numbers like that. Okay. So here we have to focus on it. Fine. So the next thing is here we have to focus on that. Basically, so we are dealing with this, the testing tools. So before that, so I will revise this quality. Basically, the quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time in terms of cost, security, features, etc. In simple words, we can define that the quality is nothing but meeting the customer satisfaction. So for example, if you purchase one mobile, whenever this mobile is going to be fulfill all our needs, then we can say this, it is a quality one. So here we have to understand that. So the testing. So here now we will go with this. The testing. The testing is nothing but it is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the all the customer requirements. So here we have to focus on this. So here mostly the developers or the soft programmers are developing the application. That developed application is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. As a tester, we need to test it. So the reason is here we have to understand this. If the developed software is going to be not meeting the requirements, what happened? So we already discussed yesterday, like in order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, we have to perform testing on any application. So most of the companies are running the business for what reason? To get the profits, so to get the fame, so to survive in the market. So that is the reason they need to produce the quality product. So if they are not providing the quality product, what happened? So everything will be happen like the so much of discrepancies are going to be happen. The discrepancies in the sense, suppose I am running a business. Okay, now one person so purchase one product like a mobile shop. I'm maintaining a shop. So they purchased one mobile. So they're expecting this, the camera with a good quality. So initially I promised it, okay, this mobile will having this 108 megapixel camera. Whenever we took any screen like picture as a snap, so the pictures will be displayed in a good quality manner. So because of this reason, the person is going to be purchased it. Now they're going to be using it while they're going to be taking any snaps like that. So they're not going to be expecting that much of quality. If they are not going to be getting this quality, the customer won't happy with this mobile. So now the customer will have a feedback in their mind. So that shop owner is going to be blame me. So I lost the money and everything like that. Next time, suppose one of your friend is going to be asking, I need to purchase that mobile. We simply provide that. Don't go with that shop. No need to purchase anything over there. So they are providing this. The damaged mobiles are, they're not maintaining that. The quality in their mobiles or the products, whatever they're going to be selling it. Say I'm going to be losing my fame, like business and everything. If I'm keep on delivering the wrong products, then definitely one day I need to close my business. So to avoid that, nowadays the people are performing testing on any application. Whenever they are developing a software on that application, definitely we have to perform testing. So it means whenever the development is carried out, definitely we need to carry out the testing. So it means, so we have number of opportunities for the testing as well. That is the main thing here. If development happened, definitely we need to perform the testing on it. So what we are testing here in this course, we are going to be learning each and everything in a detailed manner. So the next concept is here, we have to focus on that. What to test on any application, whatever the application is. So for example, we'll go with the Flipkart application. So coming to this Flipkart application, what exactly we have to test it. So before the Flipkart, let us consider that the Gmail application. Everyone will familiar with the Gmail, right? So I just focus on this, the Gmail application. So here we have this username, password, and we will have this sign in button. Now, here we have to understand that. Now, so coming to this, the Gmail, right? What exactly we have to test it? So here we have to focus on that. So what to test it basically on the Gmail? Do you have any idea on that? What is the general thing, like what you understand that the testing?
Like we have to write the username. So how many characters it takes? Like it takes uppercase, lowercase, alphanumerical. Well, like that we can test on the username and password too, and the click button to log in, whether it is showing highlighted or not.
Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah. Thank you, Gita.
Yeah, welcome.
So here, basically, so whatever she explained it, right? So that information already provided by the business analyst person. Okay, the company. Later we'll discuss about that. So that the specifications already giving it. So for example, on any application as a tester, we are testing this, the functionalities. So here we have to understand that we're testing the functionalities and non-functionalities. So focusing on this functionalities. The username is one functionality. So here, whether it is functioning correctly or not, working correctly or not, we need to test it. So on what basis we are testing it? They are giving the specifications. The username should not or should be in between 6 to 40 characters. This is what they're giving it. So this is a condition they're giving it. Now we need to test it. So first I'm entering this, the username like this. So whenever we are entering this username and we are trying to enter this password, so it will allow to the password means what? It is working fine or what not working fine? So we are getting confusion. See, the username should be in between that 6 to 40 characters. How many characters you are entered here? Only 4 characters you are entering it. If it is allowing 4 characters means this functionality is not working because this is the condition that specified it. So the username should be like in between that 6 to 40 characters only we have to provide it. So minimum should be 6 characters we need to enter it. Maximum we can give up to like 40 characters. So like that we need to test it. Suppose if I'm giving this 5 characters, even if you're giving 5 characters less than 6, it won't allow it. So greater than 40, it will be allowed. So it won't be allowing it greater than 40 as well. So like that, we need to test it, any functionality. For example, like the password, right? The password should be like encrypted form. Whenever we are entering the password should be like this in an encrypted form. So now they will give this, the Gmail application or the Flipkart application to you. Whenever I'm entering this password, right, the password should be in the dotted form. Now it is working it. Okay, so this is what we are testing it. We'll try to enter some data. The password they will provide it, which data we need to test it. So based on that, we need to provide it. Now I have entered some data in the password. So this password is not visible to anyone. If it is visible means this is not going to be properly working. If it is not visible means it is working as expected. The customer is expecting the password should not be visible to anyone. So now this is fine. So like that, we need to test that the functionalities in any application. So here, coming to this Flipkart. So what are the things comes under the functionalities? So what are the things comes under the functionalities? The login is one functionality. Became a seller is one functionality. More is one functionality. Cart is one functionality. So the logo is one functionality. The search bar, the search button, all these are comes under the functionalities. So whether these are going to be properly working or not. So clear? For example, if you consider that the classroom is like one project. So what are the things are there in the classroom? This is a general example to understand in a detailed manner. The classroom is a project. Okay. In this classroom, so here what are the things will be there in the classroom? Yes, guys, I'm asking you only. You come across the classroom, right? Classroom will have the chairs. Already said that. Speak out, okay? Whether it is right or wrong, try to express it. So no one will harm you, right? If you're giving wrong thing. The projector, lights, the board, duster, chalk piece, everything. Yes, that's it, right? So here, each one will be called as one functionality. So these functionalities are properly working or not, we need to test it. So we have to test that the fan is properly working or not, the projector is properly working or not, the lights are properly working or not. Before that, they will give the documentation of this complete the classroom. You have to go through the document, try to understand that what is the chairs, what is a fan, how the fan will be working. So what to test in the fan, like that, they will provide everything in the document. You need to understand the document and based on that, you need to test it. So that is what we have to focus on it. So same like that. Let me explain the example here. I'll show you the example that are used in my company. It's a general one only. There is nothing will be new here. You can easily understand that. Before that, I will explain the scenario first. Fine. So see here. The general example means if you go with that Google Maps, for example, I'm just opening this maps. Fine. In this map, right? So did you observe it? These buttons, what we will call it as that. This language will be changed. So what all these we will call it?
Drop down.
No. What I'm asking here. These are like zoom in and zoom out buttons, like plus and minus. So if you click on plus, right, see zoom out, zoom in or zoom out. The
Yeah.
zoom in will be performed. If we click on plus, the zoom in will be performed. If we click on minus, right, the zoom out will be performed. So for one of the company, they are developing one application like that. For that, they require this, the zoom in and zoom out buttons. And see the maximum zoom out or zoom in time. See, this is zoom out. Sorry, zoom in. See, now the zoom in button will be grayed out here. The plus button is grayed out. We cannot do any operation. The maximum will be reached like 10 or 15. They will give the count. Now we are verifying that 15 times we will click on it and we will check that it is grayed out or not. You got it right?
Yeah.
So now same like that, how many times we can perform that, the zoom out. So this is what we need to test it. For testing that, they will give this. Nowadays, like we are using this agile methodology, instead of providing this document, they will give this the user story. Okay. User story is nothing but one of the small requirement for the customer. Like I said, right? The zoom in. See, this is what map you zoom in. This is the title of the user story. This is a number. In real time, you will get this access for this. This is like a Jira tool. Everything we will do in the Jira. So our effort will be recorded on a daily basis. Okay, this is the tool we are using it. In this tool, they will provide this, the acceptance criteria. By go through this acceptance criteria, we need to understand the functionalities. See these keywords like a jerkin keywords, given, when, and then. Given is just like a prerequisite. When is like condition, and then will be like the expected results. So I can read that the user is on the map. The user taps on the map zoom in button. The map view is zoomed by +1. That's what they're saying it. Okay. They will give the link of this. Okay, I'll show you later about that. Now I did one level of that. I clicked on that. Now it is going to be zoomed in. So here, that is the one of the thing. What is the second scenario here? The given user is on the map. The user pinches using 2 fingers. This is like mobile one as well. The map view is zoomed in proportionately. If you are doing it by using 2 fingers, right? You can check that. You can expand this. We can minimize the image, right? Same like that. And the final one is like what? Given that the user is on the map, the user has reached the maximum zoom level, the zoom in button is disabled. This is what they're expecting it from the map. Now we are doing the same operations, right? I can do like that. Now it is grayed out. So I can click on maximum like 2-3 times. They will give the count how many times we need to click on it. So this is how we will test it. Once you understand it, right? Now we are testing like this. If it is working fine, then we can say the functionality, the zoom in functionality is working fine. If it is not work fine, then we can say it is a defect. The zoom in is not working as expected. So I said, right, to grade out, right, we need to click on 5 times or 6 times. I just click on 5 times. So that is not happening it. We can raise a bug to the developer. So this is not meeting the customer requirements. You have to check that out. So this is a real-time scenario. You will get like this, and you will get your name as well. See in the top right, this user story is assigned to you. That will be explained by tomorrow. The real-time flow, how we are assigning to your work like that. As of now, we are focusing on that, right? The functionality, how we will understand a functionality. What is meant by a functionality? Here, if you have any queries, you can ask. No one will share all these, the company information, right? I'll share this. So how we are doing in our company, like this. So clear? So they giving this everything. So they explain it, right? You have to click on maximum zoom level. So here, right, they mention it, but you don't know what is a maximum zoom level. If you want to get this clarification as well, we'll conduct a meeting and they will clarify it. So you can ask our queries. So what is the maximum zoom level? So before this, they will explain this user story as well. So in front of the developers, Scrum Masters, testers, the API team, database team, all the team members, that is called like sprint planning meeting. The sprint planning meeting, the business analyst person will explain it. Okay. So anyone is having any queries? Whenever you are assigned to this user story, you will get the email to Outlook immediately. Like that, they will configure that in the office missions. No need to inform by anyone. Once they are assigning any work, they will ping in the group meetings charts like by using Microsoft Teams, or they will post through email. You'll get an email. If you click on it, directly will be redirecting to this page. Okay. So clear about the functionalities. We have to test the functionalities in any application. Guys already said that. Come on, speak out if you have any queries. So you can ask it. Okay, don't sit idly. Try to get some information by each and every class. That will be help to you. Now I'm moving on to this, the non-functionalities. The first one is GUI testing. The graphical user interface testing. So all these user interfaces are properly working or not. So here we have to focus on this. So what are the things comes under the GUI? So coming to this, the GUI testing, the logo of the application. The logo is properly visible or not. Then alignments. Then the background color, the spellings of the font. If any spelling missing, then it can comes under the UI defects, functionality defects and UI defect. You got the difference, right? So while we are raising it, you need to mention that UI mismatch in application like home, but actually they required that a different name, whatever they mentioned it. So the names are mismatched. You can raise like that. So this is about that, the GUI testing. We need to check that the logo is properly visible or not, and the alignment is properly implemented or not. Sometimes, right, this, what we can call it as like this, the login will be overlapping with the search button. Okay, so here it is like that. So now it is overlapping it, right, where we need to click on the search button. So the login will be overlapping like that. It is not properly aligned it. That is the meaning of that. Okay. So this is about that, the GUI testing, graphical user interface testing. Next, security testing. This security testing is right. The password should be in a secure manner. So here we have to focus on it. This should be like in an encrypted form. Okay. Then this one, like coming to the credit cards or debit cards, the CVV should be encrypted. So all these security conditions are properly working or not. So depends on application, they will give that. So we have to test it. Next one is like compatibility. So what is meant by compatibility? Basically, for example, the Gmail is there. The Gmail is working in the Chrome, and the Gmail is working in the Edge browser. The Gmail is opening in the Firefox, and the Gmail is opening in the Linux machine. The Gmail is opening in the Windows machine. So here we have to check that the browser compatibility and the operating system compatibility. Okay. So OS compatibility as well as the browser compatibility. So the best thing is like, you know that in olden days we have 2G mobiles, 3G mobiles, now 4G mobiles and 5G mobiles. So the WhatsApp application will compatible with the only the like 4G mobiles, 5G mobiles, not compatible with the 2G and 3G mobiles. That is the meaning of the compatibility. So coming to the testing, only we are checking that browser compatibility as well as operating system compatibility. Next, the fourth one is like load testing. This load testing is done by the performance testers. Again, we have to learn a course like load runner. It's a tool. So for one project, we'll have one person like the performance tester. So like the testers will be many. So it means there are less vacancies for the load runner. If all people are learning the load runner, right? So you need to feel like that. So only one job in one project, right? If a company is handling 5 projects, only 5 performance testers will be available, or They will manage with one person with all the 5 projects. It depends on the company. So coming to this load testing, basically assume it. The initial days, the Gmail application is developed for the 1,000 people purpose. If all these 1,000 people are accessing the Gmail, what is the behavior of the application? How much time it is going to be taking in order to logging into the application? So here we need to check that the functional and performance behavior under various load conditions. So if you're increasing the load like 20,000 people, what is the behavior? Whether it is taking too much time to logging into this or not, we need to validate it. The best example is like, so in a room, so all people are staying at hostels or room, right? So there are 5 people are there. The internet speed will be like 20 Mbps. If 1 people is used by this network, the speed will be like that. If 5 people are using at a time, it is getting the same speed. So because of the load, the speed will be reduced. Okay. Same like that, they will check it. So if you want to understand in a clear manner, go with another example, like whenever you are looking for any results, we are hitting that www.theresults.com or India results like that, Manabadi results. So at that time it is giving some message like server is busy. So what is mean by server is busy? So here they will provide a limited capacity, only 1 lakh people. If you are accessing more than 1 lakh, then we are getting that this server is busy like this. So here we have to understand. Next, the 5th one is the usability test. So what is mean by usability testing? The user friendliness of the application. How easily the end user is going to be interacting with that application. So for example, there is a Flipkart, there is an Amazon, there is an, which one is more user friendly? So we need to go like that. For better understanding purpose, we'll have to go with this example, iPhone and Samsung. So which is more user friendly?
iPhone is more
user friendly. So iPhone will be restricted to some extent, right? So if you want to download songs in iPhone, it is like directly we can download it. So we cannot download it. So we have to install some iTunes like this. So but in Samsung, so we can easily operate it. Anyone can easily operate it. Suppose if go with this, any non-technical people, so they don't have any, so any knowledge, right? So they won't operate it. So iOS is different, Android is different. Okay. So if you're using iPhone, then you are familiar with that, but most of the time, right? So they cannot go like this. Like whenever they develop any application, suppose if they are developing iPhone, right, they need to check it is user friendly or not. If it is more user friendly, right, more people will purchase that one. If it is somewhat difficult to operate it, right, I don't want to go with that iPhone. I will go with the Samsung. So this is about that. What to test in any application. So if we have any queries on that, you can ask. So then we have to focus on this, how to test it. So coming to this, we can test this with the help of human resource or man effort, that is going to be called it as like manual testing. The same thing here, we have to focus on this. The automation testing. So we'll call it as like the Selenium. So this is a basic information like what is meant by quality, what is meant by testing. So what to test and how to test it. So any queries here you can ask. So I'm stopping here today. Tomorrow we'll see that the real-time scenario and we'll discuss about that. The software development life cycle. So that is very important one. The entire life cycle of developing a software application, where the testers are involved and what exactly they need to perform it, how the application is going to be developed in the real time, like that we will discuss it. So any queries you can ask.
When are you planning to do Selenium testing?
What?
When are we planning? We are planning to touch Selenium, correct? Or is this purely
Selenium
manual?
is like, it's not like testing, it's like an automation tool, okay?
Right, I know. Yes. When are we
Selenium
planning
using
to cover that?
in order to speed up the manual process, we go for the Selenium. Once we complete the manual, then we will go with the Selenium. The manual is the foundation for any testing courses. If you know the manual, then you will move to the automation. There you will get that the difference. Okay.
Sir, I have good evening, sir.
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, what is the main difference between functionality testing and non-functionality testing, sir? Functionality means based on that, what are the minimum and the maximum values? That is a functionality.
No, not like that. Functionality, you need to understand that one is the focus. The login is right.
Yes,
Login
sir.
is one functionality. Here we are doing something, providing username, password, and clicking on login. The
Yes,
non-functional, like just like spelling of this, the username, password, like that.
okay,
So if you go with the classroom, right, chairs, fan, projector comes under the functionalities. The color of the classroom, this comes under the non-functional. The capacity, like load, how many people can sit in a classroom. The classroom is comfortable for sitting it or taking the classes, like that. That will be like usability. Those are the things comes under the non-functionalities.
Okay.
So
like infrastructure, sir.
Right.
Like infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure, like infrastructure only.
Okay.
Only we are focusing on it, right? But suppose here we have to concentrate. Suppose there is a bike. So bike will have like engine will be there.
Yes, sir. Clutch is there. Starter is there.
Yes, all these are like functionalities, like color. Those are the comes under the non-functionality.
Okay, fine, sir.
Seating capacity, 3, 5, the load, right? How much load we can put on that? Those things. Functionality means like the gates, these are working or not. Those things. The fuel.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, fees 10K or 8K, sir?
You can check with this guy. I think 8K only.
No, sometimes the guys are saying 10, sometimes the guys are saying 8 like that. Today I got call, sir.
No, mostly like 8K only. I think
8K, yeah? Okay, sir. Okay, sir, thanks.
Yeah, someone is asking some queries.
Hello, sir. This is Geeta. Yeah, in this course, even the Jira tool also is included.
Yeah, manual can include everything.
Okay. And even after every whatever you teach us, assignments also provided for practice.
Yes, assignments also will be provided.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
The fee will be like 8,000 only. Yes. Anyone is having any queries? Srinivas, Shivaji, Swapna, Reshma, Raghav.
Sir, is there any assistance for job?
Yeah, that's what, right. Whenever I had something, wherever it is there, I will inform you. So
Yeah.
I don't think like assistant, right? I said you have to place a resume in the Naukri. You will get most of the calls. Why you are depending by another person again? So nowadays, right?
Any strong
Don't need to-
reference, sir?
Strong reference. Even if you put like strong reference, right? Suppose I'm like in my company, if it is there, I'll refer you. If you're doing any mistake, right? Immediately first there, come to me, not you. That's the reason no one will give any references to in their company. They will give the references to some other companies. So in that case, right, the chances will be like 50-50 only. How to perform by yourself. If you have subject in your hand, right, you no need to depend on any person. So instead of thinking these things, you have to spend 1 hour in the by practicing it. Then no need to waste your time, money, everything, right? I will also say that I will provide the job, so you can pay 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. These are the false information. So sometimes some information will be genuine. So it depends on the person who you are going to be trusted. Those we cannot do anything, right? We cannot judge by any person by simply saying that I will provide the job. So don't waste your money by giving it, right? Some companies, they're going to be so closing it.
In non-functional testing, whether you'll be covering things like penetration testing and tools that can be used for security testing, all that, or no?
No. We are not involving. I already said that, right? Load testing, we are using load runner. That is not our part. Only the minimum things. Whenever I'm opening this, the Google Maps, right? If it is taking more time, we'll inform it. The performance will be very slow like that. If it is like that, we cannot test it. We simply give it, then those people will inform to their team, the load runner team, those people, they will handle it. We are not testing all these things. got what I'm saying here? Yeah.
Again, like I said, I already know, I'm aware of manual testing and everything. Was more interested in Selenium. So did you have any other batch, any other this thing where you're covering Selenium testing, or once you're done with manual, if you could let me know, I can join then.
Yeah, morning we have 8 a.m. is a batch is going on. Okay, you have interested, you can join that
That
batch.
will not that will not that timing will not work for me. I do have
You have to
other.
wait for this manual. Once the manual is completed, you'll update it.
Any idea how long that may take?
Yeah, at least 20 to 25 days.
Okay.
So we'll explain in a detailed manner, so it will take some time. Do you have idea about writing test cases, all these things?
Yes. Yes, I have been doing that.
So,
Yep.
fine. Is there any questions from other people?
No, Vasu. Yeah, it was good.
In this course, even how to write the test cases also will be taught.
Yeah, everything. How we can do in a real time, right? That's what we are giving the training.
Okay.
If we are learning like half part, right? What about that? The rest of the things.
Okay.
So from starting to ending, how we can do that as a tester, you will come to know.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You have the contact numbers, right? So last 143 is there. Let's check the contact numbers today here. So I'll provide that number. You can touch with that number. Okay. They will provide the fee structure and everything. I'll give the number. You can touch with that. So I just pasted the number. You can contact with them. So if no queries, so I'm stopping here today. Tomorrow we'll discuss about that, the real-time scenario, and we'll start with the SDLs, the development life cycle. So I'll share everything to you, whatever I'm going to be providing it after each chapter. But focusing on this, the interview questions as well, on the regular basis. Every topic is like an interview question, rather than that how they're asking it like this. So here we will go like this. Okay. Fine. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Vasu. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.